This is a battle in the blue tournament between SITH, Magma, commanding Galatia, and SITH Frozen Man, BG, commanding Baktria. And Blue commented in the mail he sent me about the replay that this was a battle between Ice of Fire or something like that, a Song of Ice and Fire. We'll call it a Song of Ice and Fire. It's Galatia versus Baktria, and wow, that Baktria build. This isn't something you see a lot of. The Galatian build is a very nice counter build to Baktria. You don't see the Galatian nobleman used very often. It's a night map, and the night map is going to increase the likelihood of units routing due to the fair effect of elephants. As you can see, they are eager and prepared for a night battle, because obviously no commanders in multiplayer are really good night fighters. So here we have 5 Galatian legionaries, 2 Galatian swords, a bunch of Galatian spears, mercenary Syrian archers on the flanks, Galatian raiders on the flanks here as well, 2 levy freemen, of course, always need the levy freemen, mercenary Cappadocians, and for Baktria we have a very peculiar build. We have 2 Bactrian light horse, 4 Bactrian light horse, a center consisting of thorax pikes, a few thorax swords behind. Then we have the Indian armored elephants, and to have any chance in this battle, the Indian armored elephants need to basically wreck most of the Galatian army. The fair effect might do that if the general dies, but since the general is in a Galatian nobleman unit, he's going to be hard to kill, even with an elephant. And we also have 4 thorax swords here for Baktria. Baktria is going to be fighting uphill here if the elephant isn't able to move around and down that way. So, but what Baktria might do is Baktria might charge in with the pikes, run in with the pikes, and then follow it up with the thorax swords, so that the units end up, if the units run away from the pikes, they end up getting hit by the thorax swords. That's the possibility. But this is still a hot map, even though it's night. Doesn't make sense, but that's the way it is. So the units, and it's also, maybe it's a sandstorm as well, but the units are going to fatigue quicker due to this. And these Bactrian light horse are eating a significant amount of javelins, and they're having a hard time catching these Galatian raiders. But the Galatian raiders were mismicroed, they did stop, so now they're attacked in the rear. They're going to lose some men, but the mercenary Cappadocian cav is going to destroy the Bactrian light horse. Over here as well, the Bactrian light horse managed to take care of 1 Galatian raider, but the mercenary Cappadocian cav is going to rush in and finish off the remainers. Galatian spears have cavalry counter tactics, of course. Even without it, they're going to absolutely destroy Bactrian light horse. Sort of a disorganized thorax pikeman push here, and the units are already winded, which is not good. Mercenary Tarentines, probably there to counter elephants, but the cavalry support for Baktria is quickly disappearing. And here the thorax pikes are sort of just being put here. Now the pikes are going to start to engage, but they do not have support close by the thorax swords. Thorax swords are going to lose horribly bad to Galatian swords and Galatian legionaries. Just get absolutely wrecked. Pikes are trying to sort of defend the flanks here while the elephants roll in, but I don't see any way that Baktria is going to be able to protect its elephants from all of these units with precursor javelins. Here we have Galatian legionaries being chased away by thorax pikes, but the thorax pikes are tired already, so they're going to be super slow. Thorax swords charging in here and doing well against the mercenary Cappadocian cav and the Galatian nobles, and Galatia needs to be a bit careful here, because if these elephants manage to get a great downhill charge into the general, then this might be very difficult to pull off for Galatia. Mercenary Tarentines charging into the Galatian raiders to get an attacked in the rear penalty, but these mercenary Cappadocian cav are so close that I believe Baktria is just going to lose this engagement. And here we go with the Indian armored elephants starting to do their bloody work, charging into the Galatian legionaries. And look at the Galatian legionaries drop. It's just insane how quickly the elephants can get the kills. If they're able to do this to enough units, like here, getting a downhill charge into the Galatian nobleman, that could devastate the general of Galatia. He isn't braced, he does have cavalry counter tactics, but he's attacked in the rear now by an elephant unit. He's going to be losing decisively, and He has the -5 from being in a night battle, so this isn't great for Galatia. The Galatian noblemen are going to go down. Very smartly done here in pulling out the elephants from that engagement before the Galatian noblemen activated cavalry counter tactics. Here we have Baktria and Light Horse charging into Galatian spears, charging straight through. They need to just continue and not stay in that engagement. Here we have the Indian armored elephants attacking the Galatian legionaries in the rear. I have no idea why the Galatian legionaries did not manage to throw their javelins, but these Galatian raiders are going to be able to throw their javelins. So, at least until the elephants stomp all over them. So, the elephants are actually making it into the Galatian raiders. Miss Marco there, and 250 kills for the elephants, but these Galatian legionaries are now firing at the elephants. The elephants are running amok. But the Galatian nobleman general in the center here, he's just getting hammered from all sides by pikes and by thorax swords. In the center, predictably, the Bactrian units, the thorax pikes and the thorax swords, are getting absolutely destroyed without really doing much. And I think it's only a matter of time now before the Indian armored elephants are going to be dealt with. Out of control, they're going to take so much damage from these precursor javelins because they refuse to engage this unit, so they're going to be able to fire all of their javelins into the backs of these elephants, or into the asses of the elephants. But the Galatian general is dead, and this might be huge here, because this could be chain route time if these Indian armored elephants manage to hit enough units. The thorax pikes are fighting against the mercenary Cappadocians, but the pikes sort of weren't down when they got hit, so they need to get the pikes down to start killing these mercenary Cappadocians. But once the pikes go down, they're going to do massive damage to the mercenary Cappadocians. Galatian spears are going to lose to thorax swords. The Galatian legionaries down here, they are steady, but having a dead general and being on a night map is just horrible for any barbarian faction. But I do not like the engagement against the Galatian raiders here. Depends on if they have ammunition left. These Syrian archers probably have ammunition left, judging by their kills. The elephants are wrecking the Galatian raiders. If they're able to make it into the mercenary Syrian archers here, it could be very, very interesting. I'll just fast forward it to see the elephants rampage through here. They are able to get at the Syrian archers. They're able to get at the second unit of Syrian archers. This is some serious MLG elephant use. 400 kills now. Keep in mind that this is an ultra unit sizes, so that's going to affect the results significantly. But this is a great use of elephants. Too bad that it isn't a strategist elephant, because they are exhausted now, and that is a significant mistake in using an elephant general. He really, really needs to be a strategist general. So let's see if he can just route all of these units off the field. I think there are too many javelins around the elephants for that to work, but we'll see. These Galatian legionaries are going to start routing. The Levy Freemen could start routing at any moment. And the elephants up to, wow, this is just amazing what the elephants are able to do here. But imagine if the elephants were not exhausted in this case. They would do so much more damage, they would be faster. The elephants are starting to drop themselves while getting 800 kills. If these elephants could break 1,000 in a tournament battle, that would be amazing. If they're able to actually finish off this fight here, it would be absolutely astonishing. We'll see here. They're going to very wisely retreat in behind their pikes. The elephants are just cleaning up this battle. I mean, imagine being the Galatian player now. This must be so frustrating to watch. And the elephants are going to attack in the rear. And now it actually looks winnable. Oh, there the elephants went down. And that's the GG. The thorax pikes die off the field. So that was one of the craziest battles I have seen ever, probably. The elephants getting close to 1,000 kills, but the pikes, I mean, very questionable. Had there been more thorax swords and even hoplites, better cavalry for Baktria. Baktria would have stomped all over Galatia in this case, but such crazy kills for the Galatian legionaries and the Galatian swords. But still, the cake is taken by these Indian armored elephants, getting 1,000 kills in the late game. But if they had a strategist general with battle rhythm and second wind, I think they would have done significantly better just by being faster and being able to get into enemy units before they were able to throw their javelins. But this was a great game by two SITH players. Galatia takes it. Galatia had, in my opinion, the decidedly stronger army composition, but wasn't really able to counter the elephants as effectively as they needed to with the Galatian raiders and the Syrian archers. But anyway, great game. And only 2 levy freemen, shame on you. You need at least 6 levy freemen. Strength and honor.